Hello, and welcome to another week of Burning Hearts, our 2026 Bible reading plan. This is a great week of reading. We're on the second side, remember, this entire week. We are reading 5 chapters from the book of Isaiah. Now, the first 3 days, Isaiah 11, 25, and 28, are from the first half of Isaiah, basically. It's what's traditionally called First Isaiah. On Thursday, we're starting Isaiah 40, and then Friday 42. Isaiah 40 kind of marks a huge shift. Check out the Bible Project's second half or second video on Isaiah to get this fully. But basically, Isaiah 1 through 39, it seems like, was written by the Old Testament prophet Isaiah before the exile happened, before Babylon happened. And he finished his prophetic writings, he rolled up the scroll and handed it on to his disciples. And then like 100 plus years later or whatever, Isaiah 40 begins. And so someone else seems to have written Isaiah 40 through the end, probably people who had those scrolls from Isaiah and were passed on, because Isaiah 40 through the end is what's happening at the end of the exile, actually. It's all about how God is comforting his people because their long time of punishment, their long time of exile is about to come to an end, is ending, is over, and new creation is beginning. And so, that's just a little bit on how Isaiah works. Now, the passages that we're going to read this week, you will read them, and for at least a few of them, they ought to sound familiar for you. Isaiah 11, right? We talked last week, actually in the blog I wrote last week, I wrote about the holy seed as the stump, right? In Isaiah 11, the first line is, "A shoot shall come out from the stump of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of its roots. The Spirit of the Lord shall rest on him," etc., etc. And the earliest Christians, the New Testament writers, were definitely reading Isaiah 11, and what they were thinking was Jesus. And so these passages are like super important for understanding Jesus and who he is. This is the famous, like, the wolf shall lie down with the lamb type stuff. They shall not hurt or destroy on all my holy mountain, for the earth will be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. It's this image of when this shoot finally comes up from the stump of Jesse, being Jesus, everything's going to change, right? It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. The next one, Isaiah 25, it's a beautiful picture of the day when God finally redeems this whole place. This is the on the mountain of the Lord. He'll make a feast of rich food, of well-aged wines for all people. And this is where those lines from the end of Revelation, this is where it actually comes from. He'll destroy on this mountain the shroud that is cast over all people. He will swallow up death forever, wipe away all the tears from all the faces. It's just stunning promise of hope for a people who, again, were about to enter into a hopeless situation because of their own sin. It's their own fault, but there's hope nonetheless. Isaiah 28 is an interesting chapter. It's not so hopeful, but it's an important chapter because it talks about how God will lay a cornerstone in Jerusalem. And this is stuff that Jesus plays off of. This is stuff that Paul plays off of. But then Isaiah 40 and 42, I mean, when you get to Isaiah 40, you will see this is a different way of understanding. When you get to Isaiah 40, all of a sudden, everything you know from the New Testament will start to pop off the page. I mean, right from the beginning, right? Verse 3, a voice cries out, "In the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord." This is what John the Baptist was all about. I mean, John the Baptist is soaked in Isaiah 40. We don't have time in our plan to read every chapter between Isaiah 40 and especially the end of it, but Isaiah 55. I deeply, deeply, deeply encourage you to take the time to read the chapters that are not in the plan from Isaiah 40 onward. You will not be disappointed. They're beautiful, they're stunning, they're striking. If you are someone who is looking for comfort, These chapters, especially 40 through 55, are sometimes called the Book of Comfort, because that's what it's all about. If you're someone who is going through a rough time, looking for hope in what is a hopeless situation, I mean, that's what this is all about. But really, this, like Isaiah 40, especially through 55, through the end, but through 55 especially, this is the most important, definitely prophet, but maybe section in the entire Bible for understanding how the New Testament authors and Jesus himself understood who Jesus was. So check it out. We'll talk more about it. Isaiah 42 is the light to the nations stuff. I mean, huge stuff. Watch that Bible Project video because it is very helpful. All right. And as the phone is ringing, I am going to say, have a great week of reading.